Years of updates of my life after finding wife cheating, P1. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you won't miss another cheating story goes live. Hi all. I have been debating whether to post an update and ultimately decided to do so, as I know that seeing those update posts of others further on in their journey has been very helpful to me in my own. Some of you know my story, but for those who don't, D-Day was on January 1, 2018. I knew something was wrong as my wife was distant on our Christmas vacation, but had no idea what was about to occur. I confronted her on New Year's Day and asked if there was something wrong. She told me she couldn't do this anymore and that she was done. I got her to admit that there was another person, but she wouldn't tell me who it was as it wasn't important. Curiosity got the better of me and I looked through her messages to find that she had an affair and was getting her ducks lined up to import her AP from another country and leave me. The following 12 months were easily the hardest of my life, and I say that as a military veteran. Due to a few reasons, we were living together while separated, all while she continued seeing the AP. I, thankfully, did my homework and learned early on that the last thing I should do was to try and beg and plead for her. This caught her by surprise, as I guess she was expecting me to do this. Instead, I focused on myself and my son. I started working out regularly, watching my diet, dressed better, and starting crafting my own life outside the marriage. I spent more time with friends, engaged in new activities, and overall just made an effort to make up for lost time. We had one major argument around February 2018, but after that we worked together to ensure that our son was looked after, and that he was impacted as little as possible by everything that happened. In November I finally got my own place and moved out fully by mid-December. I am definitely in a much better place now than where I was on D-Day and the weeks/months that followed. This community was instrumental in me getting to the right mind frame to get through the rough waters that lie ahead after D-Day. We will be filing for divorce over the next few weeks, and if the planets align I will be divorced by my birthday middle of this year. My SDBX is still with the AP. They are living in what was our house, as I had no interest in staying in the home after it had been tainted. She messaged me on New Year's Eve to tell me how much she appreciates me and how I carried myself last year through the drama. She apologized for the pain she put me through and claims that she still loves me and probably should have made more of an effort to try and make our marriage work. She also acknowledged that she can tell I've put up a wall between us, but she accepts that it is likely my way of coping. A bit too late, frankly. I suspect that reality is hitting her now that her and her AP are living together finally, but I am truly done. I can't come back from what happened, and want nothing to do with her right now if it does not involve our son. For those who are just getting started on this journey, please understand that it is so true that it does get better. However, it takes work. You have to take time for yourself to rebuild. Spending time with friends/family, working on yourself, and forging your own identity outside the relationship is so crucial to you getting to a better place. They say that everyone changes with this experience, it's just a matter of whether it is for the better or worse. I spent a long time harboring hate in my heart, and focused too much on her in the AP. I am only now starting to truly focus on myself, and it is making all the difference. This year I am going to focus on myself and my son. I had a great start to the year going to Sri Lanka for a week to attend my friend's wedding. That week away was amazing, giving me some wonderful experiences while at the same time reminding me that I will be fine. Nothing like having to sorting out the logistics of an overseas trip to build up some confidence. I made sure to spend time with friends while there, but also took time to do things on my own. I am planning on doing a fair amount of travel moving forward, most likely solo for the most part. I am not dating yet as I feel that just having moved out I am only now going to start to truly heal, and need to truly get comfortable being my own company before I venture down that road. Again, thank you so much to everyone here that has taken the time to read my posts and provide advice. This community is so great, and if I had not found you guys I know that I would more than likely not be where I am today. To everyone going through this, I am sorry and hope that this post gives you some hope in knowing that it can get better. Edit: a few people have asked, and yes, I did respond to her text. I thanked her for the message as I knew that on some level it took some courage to be that open with me. I acknowledge that the past year has been challenging, but we handled it as best we could for our son. She had talked in the message about how she cherished our time together and how I was a great husband and has nothing but good things to say about me, but I felt no inclination to engage in that sort of talk. It is possible that someday in a distant future I feel comfortable with having such a discussion as there were good moments in our marriage. But right now it serves no purpose for me, personally. Update. So having been on this journey for the past year, I have had plenty of time to come to grips with the reality of divorce, and frankly welcomed it given that it was initiated with my SDBX's affair. I feel like I've had to callous my emotions to this new reality, and am now able to go through the divorce process without emotion and in a methodical fashion. Where I live we have to wait a year and a day to file for divorce, so we are just in the process now of filing the necessary paperwork. We have decided to do a joint application as we agree on the terms and want to avoid unnecessary court appearances. I started the process as I want to be done with this already, and it seems like it is just as well that I did so. Yesterday, while discussing aspects of the application via text, my SDBX told me that she is finding it hard as the divorce is now becoming real and she finds it sad. She said that she didn't think that it would be this difficult, and said that if not for me initiating the process of filing that she would have dragged her feet while she worked up the courage. For context, my SDBX left me to be with her affair partner. They live together now and I have thought that at this stage in the game she would be chomping at the bit to get this sorted so she can get married to him. I remember hearing long ago that when people jump into new relationships right after another one they are just postponing the pain that comes right after. This isn't the first time that she has alluded to the fact that she is finding all this harder than she thought it would be. Now, I know that you guys will say that I should remind her that this is what she wanted, and that she should go to her AP for comfort, but it isn't who I am. While I don't engage in emotional talk, I just acknowledge that I understand and keep it there, always bringing the conversation back to the topic at hand. Which in this case I would bring it back to what we need to do to get the divorce going. I'd be lying, though, if I wasn't fighting the urge to remind her that this is what she wanted. I wasn't sure how she would act once we got the divorce process started. I had heard many times that it is often at this point where they are confronted with the reality of their choices and tend to get affected by it. I try not to read into it as it is pure speculation, but her behavior in recent weeks is giving me the vibe that she may be regretting her decisions and is now going to have a ride on the roller coaster of emotions that we are all so familiar with. It's like she has been in this fantasy for the past year with her AP, and now that things have gotten real, they have moved in together, divorce application is being prepared, I am moving on with my life, it has just hit her that she is going to get divorced and her life as she knew it is truly over. For me, all I can do is keep it matter of fact and leave emotions out of it. This is how it is, and it needs to be done. I guess it is one of those things where you can tell someone a million times how something might pan out, but it doesn't make it any less perplexing once it happens. I am going to keep moving forward with the process, and bracing myself for the potential fallout now that she seems to truly be out of the fog and can see the situation for what it is. There are more to come. Find out the update of this story, check our channel or the description. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.